What's up, fellas? Platinter here, and we're back with the Pirates Ahoy campaign, meaning Vampire Ghost. Just give me a second, because I realized something the other day. There we go, it will be a bit better. Excuse me. Alright, so... It's still loud? Alright, so I guess now my voice won't be covered by the game, most maybe, I'm not that sure. But let's review the situation a bit, alright? So these guys are obviously coming to attack. If they would rather head... My best bet is they come here and they don't go up there. If they go up there, well, I'm fucked. But anyway, so before we begin, let me just quickly give you the general plan I just thought of. Okay, so obviously, in the southern parts of Laustria, I have to establish my power base. Now, there are places that aren't that suitable for a climate for us, so if we can raise a pirate cove there, that'll be where we actually will establish a pirate cove, I think. To be honest, I'm not even sure how I should proceed with that, but whatever. But so far, let's just recuperate a bit from the last battle, because it was how you call it? It was more or less a funny battle to have. Not at all, I guess. But whatever. So we won't build anything else. For example, if I try to upgrade Xahut deck, whatever. If it get attacked, it will mean nothing in the long run, man. So here's a general plan. We're gonna establish ourselves a power base here, the most dreaded pirate organization ever existed in the old and the new world, and then we'll pay the old world a visit. I think that's the safest way to go. Pirate coves are gonna be established all the way here, considering that I will be able to put up some pirate coves. And who knows, we might just create some, yalla, pirate coves, some pirate coves, after all. But anyway, with that being done, we need to prepare ourselves a bit. We have time. Teclis won't be bothering us for a good time, but he does bring some heavy power. So we have a bit of time to prepare for the war against Teclis. I want this settlement at all costs, so I can have an entire province under my rule. But before we do that, we have to deal with the Quentichuli. Alright, so technology-wise, what? Oh. Alright. I guess technology-wise, it's... I guess we'll go with this, there's nothing else. It doesn't even reduce our research rate, so why not? So we'll hold our horses for now, try to recuperate from the battle we had, and move on about taking care of Teclis forces. Although he's way more powerful than me, but alright, sorry for that. I had to tell someone something. So, here's the general plan though. We have to destroy Teclis. If we manage to destroy Teclis, I might or might not be the supreme power in the southern regions. There he is. Now, give me just a sec. Haven't we been through this before? Ah shit, I forgot to save and loaded the autosave. Bullshit. Whatever. So now correct me if I'm wrong, but nice. Where? Oh, we're even gonna have a rebellion in our hands. Correct me if I'm wrong, boys, but is there any sort of garrison? There is something that will. There's nothing. Sure, I had a bit more garrison here. Let's take some anti-large while we're at it. Bring one of them. You know what, just for the safe margin of the whole situation, I'm gonna move my forces just a bit closer.
The land is easy.
I think we still be in reinforcements right now. No, because before I did make the mistake of not bringing enough. Alright, that'll do it for now. Let's see what we can do in here. So, obviously, I want to take this. It will make for a good boost in my economy. Now here's what I want to see. Animated hulks, bone crushers, anti-infantry, armor piercing, aquatic. Yeah, not half bad. But what is this? A mortar? Gunpowder is not bad as well. You know what? What kind of pirate are you if you cannot bring cannons in your ranks, right? But I think we should chill about this thing. This thing will cost me only 1,000 and will bring me about 100 and 100 something more. What the fuck was that? Anyway, so yeah. No. It's that one. I cannot raise any more dead. That sucks. So what's Teclis up to? Probably he's around here, probably dealing with the Skaven. So we'll take this for now to boost my income, and if needed in the later in the campaign, we can dismantle it for something else. So since this place is safe, what a coup will happen next one. Alright. A lot of things will happen next turn here. Even the rebels. It will be a bitchy move if I just try and get even a defensive alliance with a Skaven and break the siege with air forces combined. Will this be a prudent move? You know, for now, it seems the easiest way to get rid of ourselves of the siege with as few castles as possible. But in the long run, I don't know, man. In the long run, maybe or may not. Be prudent for an alliance because they are a bit more or less dominant in this region, so that will. That didn't work as I wanted.
Ready.
Alright, alright, alright. So anything you can recruit quickly?
Admiral.
Let's see.
As you were.
What do we have to face here? Some skinks, some is this skink cohort? Alright, the Farrago ones will be more or less a problem, but yeah,
The onslaught.
it's only the feral ones that will provide a bit more or less trouble. But overly, we should leave the siege and start moving troops south to deal with Teclis forces. No, get rid of all the situation around this part. Oh, what a beautiful battlefield. Not my kind. It's a shame we lost those bombardiers. Those guys will help now, but you know. In the previous shades, all different kind of things happened. So but it's basically a pretty basic army to deal with. Not much to worry about. Especially that hero we have. Holy moly, man. He's regenerating health points as long as he fights. That's a good thing to have. He was the major factor that we won the previous siege battle. If it weren't for him, I'm not sure where we will stand right now. So, yeah, heroes like this might be a good idea to bring along. Alright, alright, alright. So, from where are we gonna attack? This gap. They're about the same size. And over here we can deploy even faster. So, and the reinforcements are coming from here. That's a major deterrent, so we'll take this gap. Θα γίνει. Θα γίνει όλα καλά. Alright. Let's see the deployment. We even got eyes on their deployment. Where's the... Do we see the fellows? One of them are here. Oh, both flanks. Okay. So without any further ado, let's quickly rush up in there. Bring all of them there. Your forces are a welcome sight, my friend.
The time is up!
No, don't worry about that much about those that fire.
Ready to murder!
Alright, let's take care of that flank. Alright, we might as well do that. Bring on the puppies. Come on. Go. Alright.
I know!
Alright, all the gun crew can fire here. If you ask me. Time to let loose these puppies. Alright, their missile units are have been dealt with. Now only these bad boys down here remain.
They are lambs!
Alright, why don't you...
I'd allow it!
Alright, we are out of range from those bastards over there. Why don't you just go and play with them?
Enemies, Guile! Have it!
And you deal with that. You can flank that to the side over there, that'll be amazing. Alright, I want only one of you to be firing at that guy. Alright, bring him over here. You can play with him.
I smell blood! Very well!
Alright, the puppies have dealt with that thing over there. That's good. You can come over here and help with the situation on that flank. Get these puppies out of there. We can save them, that'll be amazing, but I think they're beyond the point of saving right now, to be honest. We have to deal this battle as Swift and
Luther Haka!
right, get this purpose out of there. Man, some people just doesn't respect sometimes what you're doing. They try to bother you all the time. Alright, these pups are not faring that well. Let's kill some of those writing units over there. This guy's a beast. Right on. Look over. We'll deal with his enemies. First way. Where are you? Fuck it. Don't
The Pirate King!
Alright, you just stay in formation. Prevent that bastard from losing any more men.
Seas of slaughter!
Leave the focal ones out for now. And let's double time it. Alright, not that many casualties, but there's still a bit more that I would like to see. Actually, change the. You can go in front of them. We'll change the retreat route. Maybe not. Okay, right. They're retreating to another way now. These guys are dead. That unit's saved. I'm very glad to see that one. Alright, listen to the battle. Now, was that a decisive victory? Are you kidding me, game? Because, you know, I was playing yesterday as the Tomb Kings, and I was winning battles like I deployed 2,300 troops, while the enemy deployed 3,000 some hundred, and I lost like 218 units, troops, and the enemy lost the entire force. And he told me, yeah, that was a pretty close victory. You almost lost. I was like, what? How come? Right, but we gotta definitely push south there. With Huit and Chuli out of the way, we should be good to go, man. Do we replace these troops or not? I will see. I will decide once I see the numbers and the money. But man, those wolves are really something else for hunting down troops. And dealing with enemy skirmishes at the same time. Might be prudent to take one more dire wolf unit. Just for the high elves, man. They just bring a lot of archers. Can silence these archers, it's like cutting the high elves strength in health. But we definitely need stronger units, man. Yeah, we are in grave need of stronger units. Once we get our hands in a handful of good units, the battles become so much easier. So much easier, man. But their army is sorted, man. Those fellow cold ones are big business. For that, I'm sure of. Well, it's a good thing we brought some anti-large this time. Again, that guy, man. This hero over here, I don't remember its name. The hero's name. Man, how the hell is he that strong? How on earth can someone possibly be that strong? I mean, he tanked the entire enemy force. I mean, okay, we're up against low tier units, but still the amount of damage that guy can take. I mean, just take him here, take him in there, have bombardiers to support him, and he will wreck. You just need one of him and probably one or two bombardier units, and you'll still be good to go. He hold an entire force at bay till my men were in position. That's a good hero unit to have. Holy moly, man. Now that's power. I'm not sure how he will fare, for example, against a high tier elite unit like, let's say, Phoenix Guard, for example. But so far, he is doing a great job for himself. It's just this issue with the Bombardier unit that it's more or less gonna be an issue. Alright. So let's see. It'll give me. We'll sum up straight to 2,000. Let's go for it, man. There's nothing new?
All bones on deck.
Oh, damn it. So take the Artmata. And we go with this one for now. We'll make him a better campaign and then we'll focus on his battle capabilities. So what do we have here? Alright. He's pretty solid to go. Now what do I need then? Should I go for weapon strength? Or should I increase his melee defense up a bit? I think melee defense is really... It's a little handy in Warhammer 2, isn't it? Also, the icon for sacking settlements wouldn't hurt a bit, but let's make Luther a bit more liable in combat.
My madness is not weakness.
Let us raid.
So,
Impossible.
bring this guy here.
King of the Vampire Coast.
We'll have to resolve this one.
That kid. Into the ranks they go.
Alright.
Kill them.
Put
Raise
some of the
them.
troops we have because we have the rebels to worry about.
Ready. Get on with it. Curse my crowded psyche.
There's no need to fight this battle. 420.
Freedom is not free. Souls for sale.
Alright, like, give me money. Let's boost our economy. That was a boost in money, man. Holy
The
moly.
pirate king only
Alright.
knows victory.
So you become a better spoiler.
Crazy. Not stupid.
Also, Luther has become a bit more stronger from those battles. So we'll use him. Getting in the city and the plains for a bit. You stand in a camp stance for now. And now let's see what we can get. I'm thinking one more of these guys will help a lot. So let's take one of them. One of them. We need them for the old charters mostly. And what can you bring? I need 3 turns to recruit. What?
Ours is the sea.
Alright, we live for now. We'll lose a major advantage if we do that move. So let's keep upgrading our stuff here. We'll take this. Now over here. I think it's about a good time as any to go for cannons right now.
Another
And the purple color appears to be stable again. Good, good, good. Dry landers. A dry lancer. Alright. So what is campaign movement range is good. Ship can only have 1 sail upgrade. Oh. Alright, so we're gonna take naval lumber range. I think we'll go. It's prudent to go with that one for now, but let's see. Having Luther be able to. What's this? Oh, it will cost me 4 population sharp plus. It's maybe not prudent to go for that one now. Let's see if there's anything. Aha! Now, does this count for? Don't want him. It's on the local province. Does this count on him as well? Ah, that counts for.
Another victory.
Let's spend some money into
My
the
madness
growth
is
of
not
this thing.
weakness.
Also, you. Mongrel Hounders, man, they're the way to go, I tell you that much. I need you to become a bit more tankier. The more tanky you are, the more useful you're gonna be in the battles I won't fight. And let's review a bit the diplomatic relations. So we have an operation back with Lockheed Farhart.
Defender of truth.
And an aggression pact with them.
My master will return.
And an aggression pact with them, which I'm not sure why I just did that one. Ask me several times again, man, and I won't be able to answer straight away. So let's send the term. Wait for the new recruits to come.
You must be eager to become fish food.
Alright, defensive alliance with the Skaven. The Skaven control at least that part. Now, do I want to go into a defensive alliance with the Skaven? It's the subject I actually discussed earlier. I'm not sure because they hold a major part. It's not like they hold the corner of the south region, which I wouldn't want to. Oh, they are actually in defensive alliance with the Blessed Red. For now, no. I want to see how things play out. If it's more of a gain to get them as allies, we're in that. If it's actually costing me taking them as allies, it's a whole different story. I mean, in Still Faith Overhaul, the most difficult part in fighting Skaven is fighting them actually in their main city, because that guys in there, man, it's pure elite forces round up ready to kill whoever dares to come in. I'm not sure. And I'm not sure I want Skaven corruption into my lands. There's only one corruption I'm willing to take. Alright. Oh, that was discouraging.
King of the Vampire Coast.
Alright, so anything else? Let's upgrade this settlement here first. These two cities should get upgraded first, should take priority. Actually. Because over here, we're not gonna capture, secure the province anytime soon. So, Teclis
I refuse.
is coming back with... Ooh, the Sourcemaster of Worth are not an issue anymore.
Curse my crowded psyche.
So he will be able to be there. Let's stay here for now.
All bones on deck. Big your guts out.
My ocean.
Alright, so you... Take them just in case. You know, it's a cheap unit and really easy to get, so why not? And for now, they are not half bad. But with Teclis, this kind of spot, man, he might be a bit more powerful than me, but he's surrounded by enemies
The
while...
King is no pawn. I will end you.
Not quite yet. Those 1,200 sound appealing as fuck to me, but it's not yet the time. Also, if Teclis actually, if he does that, man, we are in a good spot. Barely, because I don't want to go into a military alliance with the Skaven, because they are surrounded by enemies, so I'm not sure if I join the alliance right now, if all these enemies are my enemies, I don't know. So we have to consider this fact carefully, because I only have one force marching right now. I cannot afford to raise more forces, for example, to defend an area. I guess we'll salvage the armor. Alright, I have a way cookery. I'm not sure why that event broke up there, but... Alright, everything is coming in order in this way. One. yeah, let's go and secure the province. If the attack Slach,
Come now.
if we actually do that, wouldn't you? What is the gas inside there now? Not half bad.
No.
Fall in, deckhands.
I am the Pirate King.
There's nothing much to worry about there, so
What
this will be
is
good.
your demand?
You keep following him, keep getting better general.
There's too much purity.
What's this that's coming up there? It's the other pirates, right? No. It looks like a... Oh yeah, it's that fat siren that they have up there. So we can actually confederate with them once we can become a bit more powerful. What the hell?
Bring greetings. You seek a plague lord, and I am he. Are you immune?
Alright, let's strip you of some of your money. Alright. And then I will ask for a military access for 300? 600? Ask! Most of the monthly economy. Also get some money to boot. Alright. Skaven corruption. Skaven. Vampire corruption is coming in nicely. Might be a good idea to upgrade the settlement. Alright. Teclis is not in our midst. We should be able to make a quick work out of his forces down here. If the longer he stays passive against us, the better that for me. We can really streamroll through his, his territory, which in the end will prove like a major victory. If we can capture these settlements without him bothering us, that would be the greatest outcome that I could ever have. But I still keep it by the loyalty, because when I was playing as the... once I first Total Warhammer 2 released, I did a campaign with Malekith, and I had a bit trouble paying attention, it's better said, to my loyalty to the generals. So let's get in here.
Death is at the door. Tread in, you dregs.
Corsair of the night.
Alright. You come in here as well.
Despoil and
Oh.
may.
Alright.
Rise again.
Well, let's save time.
It was never in doubt.
Our brothers
So suck
will
this settlement.
avenge us.
Smuggler? Ooh. Bonus research. Oh. I'm not sure. What one do I want? Smuggler looks like the way to go.
To their grave.
Now occupy the settlement.
Seaborn death.
I have the province under our control. That's good. That will increase the ability corruption, but there's no need for that right now. Yeah. Commitment from an enemy. Alright, we'll go for that one because it will provide it will decrease the upkeep that I'm gonna be paying for the what the hell I'm saying. The cost for me constructing buildings in this province, which is good. Now, what we have here? Oh, the Star Tower will be a bit of a job
The
to
sea
break
brings
through. Now, let's see.
My madness is not weakness.
I can trade you.
King of the Vampire Coast. Undead pirates! Curse my crowded psyche.
Why? Can't he
This
recruit?
isn't the gods' victory. It's mine.
Ah, there we go.
That was our idea.
So, two mortals will help things up for a bit, I guess. I'm not sure, but
Make this quick.
we'll see. How many up? How much?
I am the Pirate King.
Really?
You say something.
I kinda want to save money now. Now, over here. Let's see, we can take this thing. Keep the growth going here.
Luther Harkon.
All
And you?
bones on deck.
Let's see. Something cheap will be in
Another
order.
victory.
Actually, no. What am I thinking? Let's not waste any more resources. It appears Teclis wants to deal with his.
You think yourself sadists, but I can show you true pain, Nagarothi.
I love the Command Percos, man. Defensive alliance. You know what? I'll take that. Oh my god, those dialogues are something else. You can give Luther some credit for that. Alright, it appears Teclis won't bother us that much in these regions. So his cities is ours for the taking, which it is good. God, dear God. Alright, so we should keep moving.
Souls are booty.
Alright, she can read.
Deckhands.
She can't read.
My madness is not weakness.
But that doesn't mean we are not gonna attack. Actually, I'm gonna use Force Mass on him just to get the end time. I want him to take a bit of experience himself.
Spill their blood. Bad
Alright.
hovels.
And circle this
Good.
way, fools.
What is your demand?
And now you
March,
come in here,
deck
post haste.
serves. Voyage on.
Make corpses. Cutthroats, kill.
One for you, two for me.
One for you, one for them, three for us.
A mass murder is due.
Let's fight this battle normally. It's exaggerating that kind of losses. That kind of losses matter is not even anywhere near what my losses will be in this battle. Ah, yeah. I forgot to mention that. Also, I found a very good mod for which, you know, adds diversity in the campaign, which is called Minor Settlements Pack, which I think improves all minor settlements into a better fight, a more defensible fight. You know, it's not that, you know, I'm defending a village, but why should I hold the village when I can hold out in the flat plain? You know, this kind of thing. But if we manage to take Teclis off guard now, and we definitely caught him off guard actually, and yeah, I think it will help us a lot in the long run. Also, the army is coming together in ranks, which is good as well. Now, they do have a shitload of cavalry though. It's not that bad, but at the same time, it's... Well, if we manage to get them in a single spot, that will be amazing, because the mortars and Luther's ability with the waves is gonna actually help things up a lot. Reduce the casualties by a lot. Alright. Damn it. Give me a sec. Damn it all. Alright, so let's review this. Oh my god. It looks like, you know, from my perspective, that it feels like that, you know, you are actually attacking this small keep, trying to occupy it. The reinforcements will flank from that side. That's actually good. Now, how do I want my... I think the mortars will be better flatline or like this. I think like this are a bit better, don't you think? Alright, so... what I want to try and do here is hold the gaps at all cost. Can we hide them in a forest or something? That's good. And now, for your safety, you should probably stay the hell out of this battle. Oh, I like that. You here, 2 of you here, and the rest of you here. So the plan is simple. Who we bring them to us? Alright, get in position first.
Your ranged weapons may prove decisive in the coming battle, Commander. Bring them to bear against the enemy from afar, but be sure to protect them as well.
Where are you firing? Yeah, I want you to fire here, and I want the rest of you to fire here. Let's take out their range capabilities. That's good. That's actually way too good. That works for me. Let's lure them into a trap if we can. Now, let's see if we can utilize the ground over there. Oh, you cannot judge these motherfuckers over there. You bring your forces post-haste here. Let's try and get this rivers out of the way. If possible, if succeed, we... Alright, one of them are caught out of position. That's way too good. We got them. Oh! I didn't expect that. Alright, let's see. That calls for a change of plans. Now, Luther. Oh, he has the abilities of Luther. Oh. What the hell are you doing? That puppy over there needs a bit of assistance, if you ask me. Where are you? Oh. Oh! No, that's... fuck it, come over here. I thought all of them were here. Okay, you get the hell out of there. Make sure your binding is not fucked up.
Shamble on!
Now, Luther. Now let's take care of their archers. Ah, shit.
I smell blood!
Alright. Let's see if we can actually take care of those bastards up there. Alright, you are in a safe position. Let's see, what is the... let's take care of these boys here. Managed to shake off that pursuit. Oh shit. Alright. Now send them their supplies. Their supplies. Oh boy. You're effective against the large force, but you are not proving that right now. Make sure they will not return. Right, bring everyone here.
Fleet Admiral! Sea magic!
Right on. Well, it was we took like, the casualties were a bit more than I would have wanted, and still won decisive victory. What the hell? I swear, guys. Total Warhammer's logic is like, alright, you win with fewer troops. Are you using some kind of overpowering odds or something like that? I see the logic like that. Totally. About this settlement, I am not that sure that we will sack it. I think it's best to go to occupy it immediately. Also, it's a good thing we routed the entire enemy army. You see that they are in pretty healthy status as well. So it might be just a bit better to occupy it so we can avoid this battle in the future. The Almanic lies in the city next to this minor settlement. And I think, guys, we will save here and end the episode here because I think we are about an hour long, which is quite acceptable for me. But the siege battle now, the next siege battle now, with the mortals helping the situation, we should be good to go. Now, if I paid a bit more attention to the terrain, I would have fought this battle a bit more differently, but yeah. And if I paid attention that my reinforcements were under attack, that will also help. No. But I was so focused in catching those rivers out of position so we can engage them in melee. But that was some display, some huge display of power from them. Maybe we can loot and occupy it. I'm sure thinking about it. The penalties are way worse, but at the same time we'll be able to gain some money and simply occupying it, and probably some replacement, which is gonna be needed. Because frankly, there's a huge battle now coming. We'll have to break walls which are gonna be guarded by eagle bolt throwers as well, which is not gonna be that prudent. But I'm thinking at the same time, boys, that well, I was looking for a mod, as I told you before, just install a mod that to reduce a bit the penalties that the player has while not touching the AI's bonuses. Because quite frankly, it was getting on my nerves every time I play on very hard on legendary difficulties. That small issue always gets my head, man. Like, uh, you know, truth be told, having to suffer penalties for no reason at all, just because you want to play high difficulty, it makes for a really irritating start. Especially since this campaign, because in a previous Still Faith Overhaul update, the infamy system points actually that were distributed on the pirate factions actually have been zeroed all, so it's like no one has infamy points. But I might be able to find. But if you know any such mod that it's compatible with a Still Faith Overhaul, that's actually what is holding me back, because all these mods that reduce the penalties, not completely remove them, are not that compatible with Still Faith Overhaul. So just reduce them for a bit. That's what I'm looking for. Not that this irritating, because to be frank enough, I'd say it's always irritating. Yeah, I'm suffering this public order bonus. I mean, paying for more units is alright, but having huge amount of public order bonus for no reason at all. Oh man.
Their valuables are mine.
Fuck it, we're gonna suck. We're talking about 7,000 here.
Luther Harkon. My madness is not weak.
Alright. Go in a camp stance so you can replenish some of your troops. Those 7,000 men are really welcome now. Let's keep upgrading. So what will this do? I'm thinking you are not... Oh, you're needed. The public order is not that well here. And we can afford to repair that as well. And maybe get Luther something more to play. Alright, now that will actually help me. Oh, no, that's an expensive unit. But let's focus a bit more on growth, I guess. Not that sure. How it's 4,008, so I guess going for pirate crew growth is more acceptable. Alright, so now what do we want? Plus 8%. That's good actually. That you can. Let me see. Is there? You know what? This looks good. This looks appealing to my a lot. But we need to focus on the battle as well. Battle upgrades. Casualty replenishment is good. Let's go for casualty replenishment. Be able to effectively regrowth our men. Regrowth, what the hell am I saying? Hand cannon. Now. Ooh, hand cannons looks sounds very appealing, but we're gonna save our bit of money for this one. Anyway, guys, I think we're gonna end the video right here. Like and subscribe if you enjoy what I'm doing. Other links to other media of the channel, like Facebook and Twitch and whatever, it will be in the description of the video. And until the next time, guys, have a good one and a very wonderful day. Platinum out.